guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. So today's video is a little bit of a story time. So I'll be talking about my lovely daughter who I had about 3 months ago now. Yeah, coming up to 3 months. And I'm just going to address some questions that people have asked. The main question, where is Isabella? Where is Isabella? Just everyone wants to know where Isabella is. So I just wanted to tell you guys quickly my birth story without all the gruesomeness. I will keep that all out. But Isabella's birth story and answer the main question, which is, where is Isabella? So my waters broke at 5:30 AM on the 31st of March. I woke up and we were fast asleep, yeah, me and my husband. So I woke up and I was like, oh, something doesn't feel right. And then, you know, felt nothing major. Went back to sleep, tidied up everything, and then just thought, well, let's just go back to sleep. And then more waters broke. At this point, I was waiting to feel like pain and thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening. Ooh, Galileo, Galileo Figaro. No, I was waiting to feel some kind of something going on and nothing happened. So my husband was like, what should we do? And I was like, I don't know. Never had a baby before, so I'm not sure what we should be doing. Anyway, it wasn't until 12 PM that I decided to call the labour line. My sister was basically like, yeah, you should probably call the labour line and tell them that your waters broke. So I called them and they said, yeah, you need to come into hospital. So I said, I'm not feeling any pain. They're like, no, you need to go into hospital. And I was like, ugh. Anyway, on the way to the hospital, because I had planned to do a lot of errands, and I'm one of those people, once I plan to do something, I have to do it. And I had planned to run some errands. So I said to my husband, fine, we will go to the hospital, but first I need to pick up the dry cleaning, I need to do a food shop, and I need to pick up some screws from the hardware store. And he looked at me like, you realise that your waters have just broken, right? And we should probably go to the hospital like they said. And I was like, is there a problem? You know, do you want to pee off this pregnant woman? I was like, okay, thinking I'm a little bit cuckoo. So yeah, we went to do my little errands, and then we finally went to the hospital, and they said, yep, your waters broke. They confirmed that my waters broke, and they said, come back within 24 hours if you haven't started feeling contractions or pain. So they sent me back home. The next morning we went back to the hospital with hospital bags and everything, ready for Isabella to come out, make a grand appearance, etc. Morning guys, so it is about 6:30 in the morning and we are on our way to the hospital, aren't we, babe?
Yes, we are.
We're on our way to the hospital because Izzy might be coming today. It's April the 1st, so April Fool's Day for those who know, and it's Easter Sunday, so she's our little Easter bunny, which is exciting, but hopefully she does come today. So yeah, so like I said yesterday, my waters broke, and they've given me 24 hours for me to go into labour, and I haven't, so naturally, so I'm gonna have to now get induced. So that's good, and it lowers the risk of Izzy getting an infection because she's now without any fluid, which is not good for 24 hours. So yeah, we're on our way. This is so exciting. We can meet our baby today or tomorrow, definitely the next few days. But she's not, like I said, like update, she's not giving me any problems. She's very calm, very chilled, no pain. This camera's not focusing. There we go, that's better. Anyway, like I was saying, she's not giving me any problems, no pain, no contractions, no nothing. But we do have to get it out because, like I said, yeah, no more fluid there for her, so it can be quite dangerous and she's open to infection. So let's go. There's a daddy notary. But I don't need you, and you should know that, baby. It'd take a miracle for you. And that was 5:30 the following day, so now it's for the 1st of April 2018. We were in the hospital, and my husband was, no lie, he said to me, this is 5:30 in the morning, and he said, oh, so we should be home by, what's it, about 6 hours, give it 6 hours, we should be home by about midday today. I looked at him, I was like, what? And he genuinely thought that the whole process would be over in 6 hours. Isabella would have, you know, arrived, we would have been checked out and back home within 6 hours. And I said to him, listen, you don't run on your time anymore, you run on Isabella's time. She will tell you when she's coming out, when she's ready to come out. I must mention as well, Isabella was due on the 4th of April. She was due on the 4th of April, that was her due date. So I was already about 39 weeks and I think about 4 days at this point. So not too far, I'd almost seen my whole term. So nothing happened. Fast forward, because literally nothing happened. I was feeling no pain, nothing. The doctor came in, they had to then almost start my labour for me. They put me on morphine drips, and they, you know, put me on some drips to sort of start my contractions, and I was still feeling nothing. Very strong. First of all, they started quite weak, kind of like contraction pains. If any of my followers have had children before, you just put it down to just feeling how you normally feel at that time of the month for a girl. It's nothing major. And then a couple of hours later, they got a little bit stronger, they got a little bit shorter in between, and we were counting through it and breathing through it. I must also mention, in the UK, obviously you can get some pain relief. You can get gas and air, which is just basically that, is gas and air, just breathing in gas and air. You can get epidural, which is an injection to numb you. You can get a bunch of other things. There's lots of pain reliefs that you can get to help you with the baby delivery. And I didn't want any of that. I didn't want any pain relief at all. I wanted to do it natural, do it for the sisters, do it natural. And so at this point, the contractions are getting hard, and I'm not having any, I'm just breathing, basically, just my own air breathing. And then eventually they said, right, we can move you into the delivery ward now. So got moved into the delivery ward, and it was lovely. There was music playing. The midwife was really nice. She reminded me a little bit of my sister, because she had her characteristics. So that immediately put me at ease. And this was, I think, late into the evening now of Sunday. Yeah, late into the evening now, Sunday, the 1st of April, and nothing major was happening. So they hooked me up with, so they can monitor the baby's heartbeat and my heartbeat, and just see how, and the contractions as well, how strong the contractions are. And they're checking me as well, and I also must mention that I have what they call low platelets, so my blood clot is really low. So, for example, if you cut yourself, for those who don't know, if you cut yourself, your blood clots rush to the surface, or rush to try and stop you from bleeding to death, basically. So mine is really low, so they won't rush in time, basically. I could lose a lot of blood, basically. So the doctors basically just told me that the strong pain relief, like epidural, which is the injection they inject you with for pain relief, is totally out. I'm not allowed to have that, because I'm too high risk, and because my platelets are too low. Then what happened? Yes, and then there were talks about having what they call a cesarean section, so where they kind of like cut you and open you up. Yeah, that wasn't going to happen. That, for me, was just a no-go. I mean, no offence to any woman who's had cesarean section. The baby has to come out whatever way, and it could depend on, you know, the position of the baby. Is the baby in danger? Yourself, nothing's happening. If you had to go that way, you had to go that way. But for me, I was like, no way. We are not doing that. We're getting this baby out the normal way. So they were saying, you know, you might have to because nothing's happening, etc. And at this point, I got really, really tired, because the contractions are now really, really intense. And I'm crying to my husband, like, I can't do this. I'm failing, nothing's happening, and he was like, no, you're really strong, you're doing it, etc. Just offering that support. Bless him, it was really good. I don't know how women do it on their own. I've heard some women who've given birth on their own. brave women. I can't. And shout out to all the fathers who are in the delivery ward. They stay on the head side, but are in the delivery ward and everything. So yeah, so the midwife at this point said to me, right, Abby, you've been at this for a while now and nothing's happening, you're tired, can I give you some pain relief? And I was like, no, I don't want it. And she said, listen, Abby, you need to sleep at least a little bit because you've got no energy, and at this point you're useless to me, because when it comes time to pushing, you're not going to have enough energy to do this. So she was like, I'm going to step out the room and let you talk to your husband. And I was like, I don't want it. And my husband's like, I think you should take it, you know, you've done so well, etc, etc. So in the end, I said, fine, I'll take it. And it's something called pethidine. And she injected it in me and I was just knocked out. It was the best sleep I had. I slept for about 3 hours, but it was just amazing. So when I came to, I had a lot more energy now, and I said, yes, I'll take the gas and air now. So I took the gas and air. At first, I took it, and I just hated it. It made you feel really like, woo, and I was like, ugh, this is not good. And but I carried on with it, and in the end, it became like my best friend. I would not let go of it. So with the pethidine injected in me and the gas and air, and then I started getting headaches, so they gave me ibuprofen and paracetamol, which is the headache tablets as well, pain relief tablets. So with all that concoction, I felt really sick all of a sudden, and then the pain as well, and I felt really sick, and went to the bathroom and just threw up. It was just too much. It was just too much pain relief, too much medicine inside me, and then after that I felt so much better, and then I got a contraction which didn't feel like a contraction, and I said, ouch, something's happening. And my husband was like, what? I was like, call the midwife, something is happening. And this was about this was Tuesday, about sort of like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the evening, in the afternoon, sorry, of Tuesday the 2nd. And the midwife came and she's like, that's it, baby's coming. And like they say, the rest is history. I won't bore you with the details of what happened, but yeah, it was pretty much sort of 4 hours, I think. Yeah, 3 hours of like sort of pushing and everything until Isabella finally came at 6:09 on the 2nd of April 2018, weighing 6.7 pounds, which is 3 kilos, 3.08 kilos exactly. So yeah, to recap, my waters broke on Sunday the 31st of March at 5:30 AM and Isabella didn't come until 2nd of April at 6:09. So yeah, she was not in any rush to come out, but she's here and she's just a bundle of joy and she's just amazing. She's beautiful, she looks just like her dad, which is so annoying because mama did all the hard work, but you know, what can you do? So as for Izzy, the whole question, where is Isabella? We've just decided to keep her out of the social media. Nothing permanent anyway, but if you do follow me on my Instagram, on my Insta stories, I do usually put her on my story, because it's 24 hours and then it disappears. But as for anything permanent, either on Facebook or on Twitter or like on the feeds, etc., we've just chosen to keep her off that, just keep that little element of our life private, because you just never know these days, unfortunately. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But she's absolutely lovely and she is gorgeous. But yeah, follow me on my Instagram if you do really want to see a photo of her or see what she's like and see how her character's getting on. But for now we've just decided to keep her off social media. That may change, but in the meantime, she's not going to be on our social media. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I better go tend to my child because she is crying with her dad there, and I better go see her. Thank you so much for watching though, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Ahoy, ciao, bye.